A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome everybody to week 7 Monday's class. I hope that you're doing all well and jazakumullah for arriving early. Now, you should be thinking that we are in a mosque environment and you should be following the rules of the mosque, etiquettes of the mosque. So you should have done your wuzu. You should be wearing clean clothing. Your head should be covered, and we would really like it if a parent could be present. And I hope that you're all sitting in a quiet place with no background noise. Okay, so let's start our Monday's lesson with our Monday's dua. If I could have a student to the mic, please.
G1003.
Assalamu alaikum, G1003.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Just wanted to ask you, do you have another device in your room?
Yeah,
Okay, I think it's better now. It's gone. How are you today?
good.
Alhamdulillah. So let's start with Tasmiya. A'udhu billahi
A'udhu billahi
minash shaitan
minash shaitan
rajim.
rajim.
Bismillah
Bismillah
rahman
Rahman
rahim.
Rahim.
Very nice. Okay. Rabbish rahli
Lohli
sadri
Fadri Sodli
Nice. Wa
Waya Wayasir
li amri.
Amli.
Very nice. Do you think you can read the translation at the bottom here?
Yes.
Okay.
Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy from me.
Very nice. Okay, so the part in the bracket, it says Taha and 26 to 27. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to try and explain?
Yeah. Taha.
Yes. Okay, so Taha is one of the 114 chapters of the Holy Quran, and this dua here, this prayer here, is in verse 27 to 28, 26 to 27 in the chapter Taha. So later on, when you have time, you can probably sit down with your parent and have a look in the Holy Quran and see where this dua is. Okay, Jazakumullah G1003. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, before we start our lesson for today, Jazakumullah for all the entries for the Jalsa Siratun Nabi. There were a very large number of entries, so we're just finalizing, and the parents of selected students will be contacted later this evening, inshallah. And there were lots of entries, so we won't be able to respond individually to all the entrants, but Jazakumullah for sending all the entries. They were really nice. Okay, let's start with our lesson for today. It's lesson 17. I will be shortly summarizing Hamza Sakin, which you did last week, and we will be starting this exercise, which is a mixture of most of the rules we covered before. Okay, so Hamza Sakin is an alif or a hamza with a sukoon sign, just like here, this alif here has a sukoon sign, and it's called hamza sakin, alif sakin. And similarly, we have hamza sakin here. It has a sukoon sign on top. So hamza sakin and alif sakin. Okay. Whenever you see a hamza sakin or a an alif sakin, you read it with a jerk from the bottom of your throat. It has to be a soft jerk. We have to distinguish it from the ayn sound. We can't read it like an ayn, just like an alif, like to, to. It's not a strong jerk, it's a very soft jerk. So with the hamza sakin here and the alif sakin, the jerk is the same, is exactly the same, because the sound of alif and the hamza is exactly the same. So the jerk will be the same, ji, ji. And here in this word, jitana, jitana. So make sure not to read it like an ayn, like jia. It's a very soft jerk. Jitana. Okay, okay. Similarly here we have meme with an alif sakin, so it will be read with a soft jerk. Ma, ma, ma'kulin, ma'kulin. Okay, so let's find another hamza sakin. Okay, so you might have learned last week that the hamza might be sitting on a waw, just like here. So you would read the hamza sakin, not the waw sakin. So it's just sitting on the waw, but you would read the hamza sakin instead of the waw. Mu'minun, mu'minun. So we would completely ignore the waw here, just read the hamza, because hamza is in place of the waw. Right, let's find a alif sakin, and we can move on to exercise 17.3. Let's try this one. Biro, si, biro, si. So you can hear the jerk a bit. It's not too strong. It should be a soft jerk. Biro, si. All right, let's start exercise 17.3. So just a little bit about the exercise. We have all the letters, the Arabic letters, and just with alif and hamza, we will first have an example where the alif or hamza is a maftu, which has a fatha on it, and then where the alif or the hamza is a maksur, it has a kasra, and then a mudammam, where it has a dhamma on it, and where it has a sukoon, an example where it has a sukoon. No example with the mushaddad, but an example with the munawwan here. Just we have a zamatan here. Okay, so similarly we have this with ba, ta, tha, and with all the letters. So it will be a really nice exercise for us, consolidating all the rules we've learned, and it will be fun, inshallah. So if I could have a student to the mic, please.
G1009.
Assalamu alaikum, G1009.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's start with alif and hamza. So this row here we will be reading. Let's read the first box where the hamza has a fatha. It's a maftu letter. Okay. If I'll read ahead and you can follow me, and it will be really nice if all the students at home could follow me as well. So it will be good practice for you as well. Alidu,
Alidu.
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 Okay, make sure that the hamza here and the alif here does not make an ain sound. Okay, so it's just they have both the same sound. I know the hamza looks a bit like an ain, but it has the same sound as the alif. Okay, alidu.
Alidu.
Very nice. Okay, so in this example here, this hamza has a fatha. Can you see an alif in the example, which is a maftu?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to tell me where it is?
On the
Yeah.
fatha.
Yeah. So the alif with the fatha is the maftu. Very nice. So the example has both alif and hamza. This example, they're both maftu letters. Okay. Now in the next box we have the alif as in maksur is maksur here because it has a kasra. So this is a maksur example for alif. Imanan.
Imanan.
Okay. Imanan.
Imanan.
Very nice. Okay. So which letter is the maksur letter?
Noon.
Example. In this example.
The kasra.
Yes. So which letter carries the kasra?
The alif.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now here we have an example of a madammum. Okay, so the alif here has a dhamma on it. So it's a mudammum letter. Okay. Utina.
Utina.
Very nice. So in this example, we also have are practicing the vav madhya here and the ya madhya here. Okay, or the ya mad or the vav mad. It can be called both. So we learned that last week. If vav carries a sakun sign, and before that there is a letter with the fatha kasra or zamma, then that letter will be prolonged for 2 seconds. And similarly with the ya madhya, if ya carries a sakun, the letter before, if it carries fatha kasra zamma, it will be prolonged for 2 seconds. Yeah. So these are the madhi asli. All right, let's carry on. Okay, here we have the hamza with the sakun here. So this part here should have been the red one, the colored red one. This part here, because we have the example as the hamza sakin just here. Tu'minuna.
Tu'minuna.
Okay, with the jerk, because we've just learned the hamza sakin rule, so it has to be a jerk, and if alif carries a sakun, then it has to be a jerk as well, a soft jerk. Tu'minuna.
Tu'minuna.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, there is no example of the mushaddid, and we'll have a munawwan.
Should I read it by myself?
Oh yes, sure, you can try.
Sawa'un.
Very nice. So I really loved you prolong the wow here, because there is an alif there. So that's an alif madhya. So you recognize that.
Yeah.
And you recognize the munawwan here.
Yeah.
The dhammatain. Very nice. Jazakumullah. That was very nicely read. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah. Okay. Now let's carry on to the next letter, ba. And if I could have a student to the mic, please.
G1011.
Assalamu alaikum, G1011.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's do the ba row. Okay, and we will first have the example where ba is a maftu letter. Okay, so it carries a fatha. Bahrin,
Bahrin.
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 Okay, make sure to read the ha from your throat. Okay, so I can hear the hissing sound. Bah. Can you say bah?
Bah.
Bah. Very nice. Bahrin.
Bahrin.
Very nice. Now here we have the ba as a maksur letter, and because it carries a kasra. Okay. Bil-birri.
Bilberry.
Very nice. Bil-birri.
Bilberry.
Very nice. Okay. Here we have the ba as the mudammam. Okay, because ba has the ma on top of it. Okay, and just next to it we have a wow with a sukoon. And do you know what we would do?
Yes. 2 seconds.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have Vaw Madhya. We just recognize the Vaw Madhya. It has a Sakoon sign on top, and before it we have a letter of which carries a stroke, which is a Zama. Now we would here prolong the Ba for 2 seconds. Okay, Burika,
Burika.
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 Very nice. Here we have the ba as a second letter because it carries a sukoon sign. Ibrahima.
Ibrahima.
Okay.
Ibrahima.
Okay, very nice. So you prolong the ra here because it has a vertical fatha, and you prolong the ha here because it has a vertical kasra. Very nice. Do you want to try this letter?
Wasabi.
Very nice. Try again.
Wasabi.
Very nice. Fasabih.
Wasabi.
Okay. So pronounce this letter as fa. Fa.
Fa.
Very nice. Fasabih.
Fasabi.
Very nice. So here we have the ba as a mushaddid letter because it carries a tashdid. All right. So let's have the ba as a munawwan letter. It has fatatain on top of it. Aban.
Aban.
Very nice. Jazakumullah G1011. It was very nicely read. Allah Hafiz.
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 Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Okay, let's carry on to the next letter, which is ta. If I could have a student to the mic, please.
G1012.
Assalamu alaikum G1012. Assalamu
alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with the ta row here. Okay, so here first we have ta with a fatha. Okay, and it's called a maftu letter here. Okay, Tallahi.
Tallahi.
Very nice. Tallahi.
Tallahi.
Do you know why we are prolonging the lam here?
Yes, because they have tashdid and a vertical fatha.
Very nicely recognized. Very true. Okay, so we have the vertical fatah here. That's why we prolong it for 2 seconds. Very nice. Okay, now we have the ta here as a maksur letter because it carries a kasra. And we can practice our hamza sakin here as well because we have a hamza sitting on top of a vowel. But remember, we don't read the vowel. We just pronounce the hamza. We just ignore the vowel here. Yu'tikum,
Yu'tikum.
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 Yeah, remember a soft jerk here with the hamza sakin and the alif sakin. Very nice. Okay, and the ta as a mudammam letter. Okay, it has a dhamma on top. Tus'aluna.
Tus'aluna.
Okay, remember this is hamza. It looks like an ain, but we have to pronounce it exactly like an alif. Okay, tus'aluna.
Tus'aluna.
Very nice. Try not to read it from your throat, the hamza. Just read it like an alif. A,
Ah.
a.
Ah.
That's it. Tus'aluna.
Tus'aluna.
That's it. Very nice. Do you know why we prolonged this for 2 seconds?
Yes, because it have a sukoon up to the wow.
That's it. Very nice. You recognize the wow madhya here. We have a sukoon on the vowel, and check before that we have a letter with a stroke, and we prolong the lu here because this is a vowel madhya. Very nice. The next letter, we have the ta as a sakin letter here because it has a sukoon. Mutrafina.
Mutrafina.
Very nice. And here, do you know why we prolonged the fa for 2 seconds?
Yes, because there was a ya up to the sukoon letter.
That's it. So you recognize the ya madhya here. Very nice. Okay. Let's read the mushaddad letter. Ta as a mushaddad letter. Sittati.
Sittati.
Very nice. Do you want to try this letter by yourself? This example?
Yes. Ukhtun.
Very nice. Ukhtun.
Ukhtun.
Very nice. That was very nicely read, G1012, and you recognized all the mad letters, the mad asli letters, and you remember your mads now as well. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Okay. Let's carry on with the next letter. We have tha here. Tha, and if I could have a student to the mic, please.
G1013.
Assalamu alaikum, G10.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
How are you?
Alhamdulillah,
Okay.
I'm very well. How are you?
Okay.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Let's start with the tha here. Remember, tha is read when you touch your tongue with your upper lips, and it's read very softly. Okay, we have tha here with a fatha, so it's a maftu letter. Thamarun.
Tamarun.
Thamarun.
Tamarun.
Okay, do you want to pronounce the tha while touching the tip of your tongue?
Tamarun.
Yeah, tha. Do you want to pronounce the tha?
Ta.
Very nice. That's it. So I couldn't hear it before. Thamarun.
Tamarun.
Very nice. That's it. Very nicely and softly read. Here we have the tha as a maksur letter. Kathiran.
Kasirun.
Okay, very nice. And here we have the ya madhya because here is a ya which carries a sukoon sign, and we prolong the tha here for 2 seconds. Okay, carrying on, we have the tha here with a dhamma, so it's a madhammum letter. Thulutha.
Suluta.
Okay, thulutha.
Suluta.
Okay, that's it. It's a bit difficult reading the tha in one word again and again, but let's try again. Thulutha.
Suluta.
That's better. Very nice. Okay, let's carry on. We have the tha here as a sakin letter because it carries a sukoon. Athmara.
Asmara.
Very nice. That was very nice pronunciation. Okay, carrying on, we have the tha here as a tashdeed letter. It carries a tashdeed here. Batha.
Basa.
Nice. Do you want to try this example here? Yeah.
Inathan.
Okay. Inathan. You very nicely prolonged the noon here because we recognize the alif madhya here, and you pronounced the fatatain here. Let's try again. Inathan.
Inathan.
Very nice. That was very nicely read, G1013. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, let's carry on and start with the Jim letter here. If I could have another student to the mic, please.
G1014.
Assalamu alaikum, G1014.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
Okay. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with the Jim letter. Okay, here we have the Jim with the fatah. It's a maftu letter here. Jamalun.
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 Very nice. Okay, and here we have the Jim as a maksur letter because it has a kasra. Sijilin.
Sijilin.
Very nice. Do you know why we prolong the Jim here for 2 seconds?
Ta second.
Ya.
Second.
Very nice. There is a ya sakin here, and it's called ya madya or yamad. So the letter before carries a kasra. It carries a stroke, so we prolong it for 2 seconds. Very nice. Sijilin.
Sijilin.
Okay. Here we have the Jim, and the Jim carries a dhamma. Juruzin.
Jurun.
Juruzin.
Juruzin.
Nice. Okay, let's carry on. Here we have Jim with the sukoon sign. It's called Jim sakin. Yaj'al.
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 Very nice. Remember that ain, we pronounce it with our throat. Al.
Al.
Very nice. Nice try. Let's carry on. And we have a Jim, and it has a shadda on top. So it's a letter. Al-Hajju.
Al-Hajju.
Very nice. Very nice pronunciation. Do you want to try this example yourself?
Hijin.
You can split up as you want. You don't have to read it all together. So you want to try and read this first bit first. It's a he.
Hija.
Hija. Very nice. And the last bit?
Hijani.
Hija.
Hija.
Hijajin.
Hijajin.
Very nice. Hijajin. Hijajin. Okay, I think G1014 is muted. Jazakumullah, that was very nicely read, G1014. Allah Hafiz, and let's carry on to the next row, and we have the letter Ha. Ha. Remember this letter? We read it from our throat. Ha. Okay, if I could have the next student, please.
G1015.
G1015. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. G1015.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
Teacher, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with the Ha row here. First, we have Ha with a fatha. It's a maftu letter, and it will be read Ha. Ha.
Ha.
Okay. You pronounce it very nice. It's from your throat. Hafizun.
Hafizun.
Okay. Do you know why I prolonged the Ha for 2 seconds?
Hafizun.
Okay, very nice. So we prolong the Ha for 2 seconds because after the Ha we have an alif with no stroke, no stroke and no sakun sign. So it's a alif with no stroke, and we prolong the letter before, which has a stroke, for 2 seconds. So alif is an alif madhya. Okay. Carrying on, we have Ha here with a kasra, and it's called Ha maksur. Heenin. Heenin.
Heenin.
Okay. Heenin.
Heenin.
Very nice. Try not to prolong the nin too much. Just a little bit, not too long. Okay. Heenin.
Heenin.
Very nice. Okay, carrying on, we have the Ha here with the dhamma, and it's called mudammum. Ha mudammum. Hurun.
Hurun.
Very nice. And here we have the Ha with the sakun sign. It's Ha sakin. Afasihrun.
Afasihrun.
Very nice. Afasihrun.
Afasihrun.
Nice. Very nicely read. Here we have Ha with a tashdid, and we read it. This example, liyumahiso.
Liyumahisum.
So, liyumahiso.
Liyumahiso.
Yes, very nice. So remember, Sod here is a thick letter. Okay, we read it with our mouth rounded a bit. So, very nice. Okay, here we have the Sod as and it carries kasratain. Okay, and it's a munawwan letter here. Awasin. Awasin.
Awasin.
Very nice. Awasin.
Awasin. Awasin.
Very nice. Very nicely sounded out and very nicely read. Jazakumullah G1015. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, we move on to our next letter, and it's Kha. Remember, Kha is a thick letter, and it will be read with your mouth rounded a bit, and it's going to be read thick and heavy. If I could have the next student to the mic, please.
G1006.
Assalamu alaikum, G1006.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसी हैं?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with our next letter. It's Kha. Here we have Kha with the fatha. It's called Kha Maftu. Maftu. Okay. Khalifatan.
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 Very nicely read. Okay, so do you know why I prolonged the lam for more than 1 second?
Because there's a ya
Yes.
and there's a sukoon.
Very nice. So it's called ya madya or ya mad. Okay, so the letter before the ya madya will be prolonged for 2 seconds. Very nicely understood, and you explained it very nicely as well. Now, let's carry on to the next letter, next example. We have kha here, which carries a kasra, and it is called maksur. This letter is called maksur because it carries a kasra. Nakhilin.
Nakhilin.
Very nice. Nakhilin.
Nakhilin.
Okay, very nice. And again, here we have ya madya, and we prolong the kha here for 2 seconds. Okay, now here in the next example, we have kha with a, do you want to tell me what this will be called? Do you know the name? The kha?
Who?
Very nice. And it will be called mudammum, okay? Because it carries a dhamma. Very nice. And it has, just after the kha, it has a waw with a sukoon. Do you know what I would be doing when reading this example?
Prolong.
What we do here?
Yes, I will prolong the kha here for 2 seconds because we've spotted here the waw madya. Okay, fakhurun.
Fakhurun.
Very nicely spotted here, the waw madya. Okay, carrying on, we have the kha here with the sukoon sign. Yukhriju.
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 Very nice. And here we have the kha with a tashdeed sign, and it's called mushaddad. Akhirna.
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 Let's split it up. It's okay to split it up. Akhir.
Akhir.
Very nice. Na.
Na.
Akhirna.
Akhirna.
Very nice. Okay, now here we have kha with the dhammatain. Okay. Ahun.
Ahun.
Very nice. Ahun.
Ahun.
Very nice. Very nicely read. Jazakumullah G1006. Allah Hafiz.
That is.
Hafiz. Okay, let's carry on to the next letter, which is Dal. And if I could have the next student to the mic, please.
G1016.
Assalamu alaikum, G1016.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and Jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with our letter Dal. And here we have Dal with the fatha. It's called Maftu. Darohima.
Darohima.
Very nice. Do you know why I prolonged the Ra here for 2 seconds?
Because in front of it, there's a dal mud.
On top of it, there is a
vertical fatha.
Very nice. So vertical fatha, and we prolong it for 2 seconds. Very nice. Darohima.
Darohima.
Very nice. Here we have the dal with the kasra. Dinukum.
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 Hirukum.
Okay. Let's split it up until up to here, and then we'll read this bit later. Dinu.
Dinukum.
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 Very nice. Okay, so here we have the ya madya, ya with the sukoon, and before it, preceding it, there is a dal with the kasra, and we prolong the dal with the kasra for 2 seconds because we spotted a ya madya. Okay, here we have, in the next example, we have dal with the dhamma. It will be called madammum. Duni.
Duni.
Very nice. And again, we have vaw madya here, or vaw mad, and we prolong it for 2 seconds. Vaw with the sukoon sign, and preceding it, there is a letter with a stroke. Duni.
Duni.
Very nice. Okay. Carrying on, we have the dal with the sukoon sign. Okay, dal sakin. Adkhilni.
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 Very nice. Okay, very nice. And again, we have the ya here, which carries a sukoon, and it's a ya madya. That's why we prolong the ni for 2 seconds. Okay, now we have dal here again with a mushaddad sign, tashdid sign. It's called dal mushaddad. Yamudduhum.
Yamudduhum.
Very nice. Yamudduhum.
Yamudduhum.
Okay, very nice. And now we have the dal with a kasra sign. Biwadin.
Biwadin.
Very nice. And can you spot which of the letters I prolonged for more than 1 second?
The wow?
The vowel, very nice. And why did I do that?
Because there's a alif in front of it.
Yes, just after the vowel, there is an alif. And because the alif doesn't carry any stroke, and the letter before it, the letter preceding it, has a stroke. So this letter, the preceding letter, will be prolonged for 2 seconds, and alif will be called alif madya or alif mad. Biwadin.
Biwadin.
Very nicely read, G1016, and you spotted all the mad and madya signs. Jazakumullah, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, let's carry on to the next row, and our next letter is Dal. Dal. It's read very softly, not like the za here. It will be read softly. Again, your tongue touching the top of your teeth and just read as dal. If I could have the next student so we can practice this.
G1019.
Assalamu alaikum, G1019.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay. Let's start with the letter dal. We have the dal here with the fatha. It's a special kind of fatha. Can you tell me what kind of fatha this is?
A bird.
Sorry?
Huh?
What kind of fatha is this?
Vertical fatha. You know that.
Vertical fatah.
Yes, vertical fatha, and it will be prolonged for 2 seconds. Okay. Dhalika.
Dalika.
Dhalika.
Dalika.
ये daughter पर.
Try to we have the dal here and we have the dal here. They look the same. The difference is that the dal has a dot on top of it. Okay, a nukta there, dal, and the dal is pronounced very softly. Okay, dhalika.
Zalika.
That's it. Very nice. Okay, so we prolong the dha here for 2 seconds because there is a fatha, a vertical fatha. Okay, now here we have the dal with the kasra. Okay, and it's called dal maksur. Okay, alladhi.
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 Okay, again, this has a dot on top and it's a dal. The sound is the.
Z.
Very nice. That's a lot better. Okay. So
Lazi.
that's it. Very nice. So your tongue touching your teeth and pronounce it really softly. The.
Z.
That's it. Alladhi.
Allazi.
Nice. Very nice. Now we have the dal here with a dhamma, and it will be a madhammum letter. Okay, madhammum letter. Dhu fadli, dhu fadlin.
Fadlin.
Okay, dhu fadlin.
Zu fadlin.
Very nice. Here we have the vowel with a sakin, sakun sign, so vowel sakin, and this is a vowel madhya, so that's why the dal here we prolong it for 2 seconds again, and the dod here it can be read as zod or dod, so you can read it as fad or faz. Okay, fazlin.
Fazlin.
Very nice. So both is correct. You can read it anyhow. Okay, let's carry on. We have this example, and here we have the dal with the sakun sign. It's a sakin, dal sakin. Okay, nadrin.
Nazwin.
Very nice. Okay, carrying on. We have the dal here with a tashdid. Okay, and it's called mushaddad. The dal mushaddad. وَالذَّارِيَاتِ.
Wadariyati.
Okay, we prolonged the dal very nicely and the ya as well. Just try to read it as a dal, not a dal. وَالذَّارِيَاتِ.
Waza.
देखो ये लंबा करना सा लंबा करना यार लंबा करना ज़ारियाती
Za.
नीचे देखो बस ज़ारियाती
Wazariyati.
Very nice. So it's always okay to split it up first, and then we can read it together later. Let's split it up to here. Oh, the half of it. Vada.
Wada.
Dan with his eye, the daughter.
Waza.
I know it's very difficult. It's easily to be confused with the da, but just remember the one with the dot is the da. Okay? Vada.
Waza.
Very nice. Riyati.
Riyati.
Very nice. Okay. Let's carry on to the next example. We have Yawma idin.
Mau.
Yo.
Yaw.
Hmm.
Ma.
Hmm.
I.
Zin.
Zin.
Chalo.
Split it up again. Yawma.
Yawma.
Okay. Yawma.
Yam. Yawma.
Very nice. Idin.
Even.
Easy.
Very nice.
Isn't.
Yawma idin.
Yawma. Isn't.
Very nice. Very nicely read. G1019. Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz.
Lafis.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, let's carry on to our next letter, which is a ra. Okay, so ra here will be pronounced thick when it has a fatha on top. Okay, if I could have the next student to the mic, please.
G1020.
Assalamu alaikum, G1020.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah for asking. I'm very well. Okay, let's start with the letter ra. Here we have the ra with the fatha. Rabihat.
Rabihat.
Very nice. You pronounced everything very nicely. Try to read the ha with your throat. Ha.
Ha.
That's it. Rabihat.
Rabihat.
That's it. Now we have the ra here. In the next example, we have the ra with the kasra. So it will be a maksur letter. And just after the maksur letter, we have a ya with the sukoon sign. Do you know what I will be doing with the ra?
No, I didn't hear you properly.
Okay, so after the ra we have a ya with the sukoon sign. Do you know how long I will be reading the ra here?
For 2 seconds.
2 seconds. That's it. Rihun.
Rihun.
Okay, now we have the ra with a dhamma, and it's called a madammum letter. Yash'uruna.
Yash'uruna.
Very nice. Try to pronounce the ain as well with your throat. Oh,
U.
that's it. Oh,
U.
yes. Yash'uruna.
Yash'uruna.
Okay, here we have the ra with the sukoon sign, and it is a sakin letter here, ra sakin. Do you want to try and read this example yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Arsalna. Arsala.
That's it. Arsala.
Arsala.
Very nice. So both of them will be read for 1 second only. And moving on to the next example, we have the ra here with a tashdeed, and it will be read marru.
Maru.
Okay, again 2 seconds because we have a waw madya here. Okay, carrying on, we have the ra here with the fathatain. Khabiran.
Khabiran.
Very nice. Khabiran.
Khabiran.
Nice. And here we read the kha with our mouth rounded a bit because it's a. Do you remember what kind of letter it is? A thick letter.
Yes.
Very
Thick
nice.
letter.
Jazakumullah G1020. Very nicely read. Allah Hafiz.
The first.
Allah Hafiz. Okay. So this brings us towards the end of our lesson. I will quickly recap the Hamza Sakin and the Alif Sakin, and then we can move on to our homework. Okay, so again, the Hamza Sakin here, the Hamza Sakin and the Alif Sakin, it is read with a soft jerk, meaning Alif has a Sukoon sign and Hamza has a Sukoon sign. So it will be read with a soft jerk, like here, to, to, and here, ji, ji. Okay, and make sure not to exchange it with the Ain sound. It will be just read as an Alif. Okay, right. If I will now do the homework slide, and let me tell you what your homework is for today. Okay, it's the combined exercise, which is one second, which is this 17.3, and we read up to Ra. Okay, and what your homework is, so exercise 17.3, from the end point in class, which is Ra, we finished with Ra, to end of letter Sheen, which is, let me quickly show you. Oh, it's here, just up to here, from Ra to Sheen. We actually did the Ra, but it's great if you started from Ra to Sheen. So these 4 examples are your homework. And do as much as you can. If you want to carry on, you can carry on, or you can just repeat what we did today. And it's on page 74 here. All right. Now, if I could have a student to the mic for our ending dua.
G1022.
Assalamu alaikum, G1022.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसी हैं?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well, and jazakumullah for asking. Let's start with Tawuz and Tasniya. A'udhu
أعوذ
billahi
بالله
minash shaitan
من الشيطان
rajim.
الرجيم.
Bismillah
بسم الله
Rahman
الرحمن
Nirrahim.
الرحيم.
Allahumma
اللهم
Allahumma hamni
همني
bil-Qur'an nil azim.
بالقرآن
Nil azim.
عظيم.
Very nicely read. Do you think you can read the translation just here?
Yes, Allah have mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Yes, very nicely read. Jazakumullah G1022. And this brings
Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah, Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Okay, and this brings us to the end of our class. Jazakumullah for attending today's class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.